Good morning, everyone. My name is Stephanie Whitney, and I am the head of school here at Carolina Day School. Today is a monumental one. It's my great honor to welcome parents, faculty, trustees, alumni, family, friends, and anyone else who might be joining us from Zoom today. We're so glad that you're able to join us even long distance. Thank you so much for joining us, but the day is about our seniors. The esteemed class of 2022. Welcome to your commencement. This day belongs to you. What a year it's been. Doesn't it just figure that we'd have to pivot one more time? We've been anxiously watching the weather. Reports kept coming in that we'd be sitting in soggy, muddy field. That didn't feel very good. But there was no way that the commencement committee was going to let a mere storm dampen our parade. So I'd like to offer my sincere thanks to the commencement committee that did the planning to make this shift, to blend the outside experience with the inside experience while still maintaining the incredible traditions that are here for us at Carolina Day School. Thank you. So seniors, your collective journeys for some began 13 or 14 years ago when you were in pre-K and kindergarten. That represents 153 years of learning. And yes, it also represents 153 years of an investment in your child's future. I want to make sure that you know that we understand that and we're grateful. But whether you had spent your entire academic career here, or you are one of our other 32 students that joined along the way, you and your families have become valued and important members of our community, and we celebrate you today as well. Many of you, students, started off in Key School. And while others of you waited to come until just a little bit later in your academic career, regardless of when you arrived, what do we know? That once a wildcat, always a wildcat. During your Bell Talks, you have candidly and openly shared amazing and poignant stories. Some of them brought on community belly laughs from the audience, while others forced us to step into our own personal reflections to really hear what they were saying. We learned about how you overcame obstacles, responded to the isolation of COVID, set stretch goals, rebounded from disappointments, and fretted over the college process. And many of you also realized that there's no way of escaping the opportunity to give a Bell Talk, that you could actually get up and address our upper school community and come away whole. That was a big one for many of you. Seniors, you've made dramatic and important contributions to Carolina Day School in the classroom, on the playing fields, on stage, through your artistic expression, during debate, on field trips, and overnight experiences. On Tuesday, we celebrated you at Upper School Awards Day, where your talents became even more apparent to us all. We honored your efforts not only this year, but for previous years as well. We celebrated your achievements in every realm of the school, and learned that many of you had put in hundreds and hundreds of hours of community service, not only in support of Carolina Day School, but in support of other organizations that matter to you. We as a school have learned from you as you questioned and challenged your teachers and each other and stretched your understandings and your comfort zones. You found commonalities amidst differences, discovered new friendships, and defined or refined new and previously pondered aspirations. You also learned how to make unexpected mid-course corrections under the watchful eye of a faculty who really know you, your hopes and fears, your dreams and your revelations. You have formed lasting friendships, not only with your classmates, but also with your teachers, advisors, coaches, and leaders at the school. So many of you are here, so many of whom are here to celebrate you today, and they align the perimeter of our space today. You have experienced many changes. In the past 4 years, you've experienced 3 upper school principals, 3 heads of school, a global pandemic, a complicated national election, social and civil unrest, a gas shortage, a war in Ukraine, and our omnipresent COVID strains that just keep on giving. It's been a challenging few years to be sure, but you made the best of a rolling campus during your junior year and literally rolled into the spring without missing a beat. Thank you, seniors. You helped us set the tone for the year when you stepped onto campus in August. You painted the rock that graces our parking lot near the entrance of the upper school with their signatures, and we haven't looked back. We managed to return to more normalcy with such important traditions as Rockmont Day, the Monarch Migration, college trip, homecoming, senior recognition days in every single sport, prom, Odyssey Day, fall and spring Salon Rouge and theater productions, the annual athletics banquet, and of course, speech and debate. We even got to return to overseas travel. The France trip ran during spring break, and we have students traveling both to Spain and Peru this summer. Don't mess with our wildcats. Our will is strong, and we are resolute. The CDS community is real. When you step onto campus, you can feel our energy, and this year was authentic. We had to do some hard things, and we had to accept some compromises, but we dealt with the losses that stemmed from limitations that were determined by wellness and safety. We bucked up and we did our very level best. And once we found our stride, I'd say in early September, it was early September, there was no looking back. We donned our masks, we powered through classes, we breathed hard through them for sports. We performed with them on. We learned how to smile with our eyes, and we learned to accept captain's chairs and picnic tables, outside classes, and sitting on sidewalks for lunch and morning meeting. It was a thrill to move morning meeting, which meets at 1:20 in the afternoon for those of you who aren't aware, but it was a thrill to move morning meeting back into the auditorium this spring. That is what we were all taken back with the emotions that we felt when we sat again on the floor in the auditorium. What a moment that was. That's what community is, working together to figure it all out. As leaders at our school, you stepped in and you stepped up. You also let us know when it wasn't working, when we had taken the step one step too far, so we could make adjustments so that we could better fit our place, space, and time. These past few years have been ones of growth, but also of compromise, as I mentioned. And your teachers and leadership at the school are so proud of what you did, especially under the adverse conditions imposed upon us by COVID. The senior montage that we watched together in the auditorium this week was a wonderful way for you to collectively hear from your teachers, many of whom will be lifelong friends and mentors, speak to you individually about what you've meant to them. And how great was it that today's bell ringing and Tuesday's bell ringing, that the brilliantly polished and refurbished bell actually rang for each and every one of you. But thinking now towards your future, I'd like to offer a few words of advice. You're about to embark on new journeys. Some of you are going to college, a few of you are taking gap years, and others are taking a hiatus from school. Your pathways are different, but you are each prepared for your next steps. You're ready to take that leap of faith, trusting that you're prepared for the unknown. Carolina Day School has seen to it that you are ready, and we're about to be your ever-present, yet invisible parachute as you stretch your wings and fly. You have the skills you need to explore the possibilities. Don't be afraid to step off a seemingly predetermined path. Pay attention to your gut feel. Intuition is a powerful skill, and through your experiences thus far in life, you have a pretty good sense for your comfort zones. Take those calculated risks. Don't try to be perfect. That's an impossible goal. Rather, strive to be your personal best. Don't be afraid to make a mistake. If you always succeed on your first try, you ought to settle off to your goal. This is a time of discovery, reflection, daring to dream, learning to rebound, celebrate success, and share those successes with those you love. Now, speaking to those who love you and those you love, I invite you to take the time now to thank those who love you, your parents, and in many cases, your siblings, cousins, aunts and uncles, grandparents who have been at your side during your educational and life journey thus far. They have been invisible supporters, vocal advocates, frustrating naggers, lunch packers, tear wipers, chauffeurs, sideline cheerleaders, standing ovation clappers, and providers of an opportunity that very few students get to experience, and that is to attend Carolina Day School. They see in you all the possibilities and wish you successes perhaps they haven't had for themselves. They've seen to it that you got to be a wildcat, and that's love. Let's thank them now. And next, let's thank your teachers and advisors and coaches. They're sitting along the perimeter walls. They will always have your back. They've seen you at your best and sometimes not so much at your best, but they know you well and they care about you. They've each left a piece of themselves with each of you. You shared tears and hugs on awards day. We're going to see a few more today, I'm sure. But what a joy to behold. We're not going to stop caring about you. Let's thank them now. Teachers, please stand. Although commencement marks a look towards the future, let's really celebrate this moment first. This is your high school graduation, and you only get one. We're so proud of you. We believe in you. We know you're going to bring all that you've learned thus far with you in your lives and apply your substantial and deep skills to all that you will endeavor to achieve in the future. Know that we are all beyond honored to call you graduates of Carolina Day School. I'd like to call Upper School Principal Trip Cogburn to the podium, please.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for being here to honor these awesome graduates. The Principal's Award for Character and Community recognizes a student's unique contributions to the life of the school through service, character, leadership, and community spirit. Katie Rudens is one of the finest young people I have ever had the pleasure of encountering in all my years of education. It was important for me to state that clearly at the beginning of this message and not run the risk of burying the lead. Katie is exceptional. The culture of Carolina Day School is one of mutual respect and kindness, and Katie consistently embodies those ideals, modeling how a person can improve the lives of those around them through their mere presence. Katie has impeccable manners and a smile to greet everyone that she encounters, but these are not the habits of a person hoping to gain favor or mindlessly playing a role of nice. Katie is not nice. Katie is kind. No matter what difficulties she's dealing with in her own life, what stresses may provide every reason to show up differently, Katie is the same every day. Whether it is her classes, her athletic teams, or one of the many volunteer groups that she leads, Katie positively impacts the culture of those micro-communities in profound ways. As a result, our Carolina Day and Greater Western North Carolina communities are better places because of Katie. In the classroom, Katie's desire to learn, to understand concepts on a deeper level, to push classroom conversations where they otherwise might not go, is unique. Her exceptional grades occur organically as a result of her natural curiosity. Many of Katie's teachers report that she challenges them as educators, forcing them to rethink concepts because of her ability to articulate an alternative perspective. Somehow, Katie does all of this with unmistakable humility, making her a favorite of both her classmates and teachers. Finally, Katie is a grinder, and as a former coach, I consider that the highest of compliments. Katie is not a delegator, she's a doer. If something hard must be accomplished, Katie is always up for the challenge. Many people might look at Katie's daily schedule and assume that she is overwhelmed, but in truth, Katie is the happiest when she is busy making a positive difference in the world. I can say with certainty that she has made a positive difference during her time at CDS, leaving both a legacy and a lesson on how to achieve personal excellence by putting other people first. Authentically kind, intelligent, curious, generous, and hardworking, that begins to describe the force that is Katie Rudens, and it is my honor to present her with the Principal's Award for Character and Community.
Good morning. The Caney B. Smith Award is given to the student who best exemplifies academic and athletic accomplishment at Carolina Day School. This student athlete has demonstrated outstanding scholarship, athleticism, and sportsmanship. As a student, her strengths are many, her weaknesses few. She is a National Merit Scholar, an AP Scholar, and a member of the National Honor Society, to name a few of her many academic accomplishments. As an athlete, she's a fierce competitor, one of the hardest working athletes, committed and most talented, competing in 4 varsity sports since middle school. Her drive to excel and her desire to always improve has graced her with many MVP, CAA All-Conference, and NCISAA All-State awards. She is a very accomplished scholar athlete. We wish her well and continued success as she will run cross-country and track at MIT. It is an honor to present the 21-22 Caney B. Smith Award to Erin Hovenden.
The Faculty Prize is given to a senior in recognition of their true interest and intellectual pursuit for its own sake, while simultaneously displaying an unselfish commitment to Carolina Day School. American poet and national treasure, Dr. Taylor Swift, once said, "To me, fearless is not the absence of fear. It's not being completely unafraid. To me, fearless is having fears. Fearless is having doubts, lots of them. To me, fearless is living in spite of those things that scare you to death." I would argue that Swift's words apply to academics as well as to any other part of life. and that Caroline Kuhn embodies what it means to be fearless. As her advisor this year, I've gotten a closer look at Caroline's approach to the world. And while the products of her work may have you believe that she's a scholastic juggernaut who plows through content, that's not the truth. In truth, Caroline is able to do that because she has worked so hard to overcome or to live with her doubts and her fears. She is receiving this award because the faculty see in her someone who is determinedly fearless, someone who embraces the process of learning and sees the edges of her understanding not as a firm boundary, but as a dotted line to be erased and redrawn over and over. And as she moves forward to Tufts and beyond, we, the faculty, trust that Caroline will continue to be fearless despite, or perhaps because of, her fears. Congratulations, Caroline.
Good morning. 2022 graduates of Carolina Day, congratulations. I know that you've worked hard for and dreamed of this day for the last 4 years. Through victories and defeats, laughter and tears, through COVID and COVID and COVID, you finally arrived at graduation. The trustees would also like to thank the teachers. For 4 years, y'all have dealt with COVID and COVID and COVID, and have done a fantastic job for our graduates, so thank you very much. The trustees would also like to thank the families and friends and sponsors that are here today. Nobody can get through this world without family and friends and sponsors, so thank you. And finally, I'd like to thank the administration and staff for their tremendous effort in making Carolina Day a great school and a fantastic place to learn and grow up. Now on to business. The Carolina Day School Board of Trustees Annual Trustee Prize. The Trustee Prize is awarded to a student who, through a constructive, positive attitude, has made a marked contribution to the life of the school. Having striven for academic achievement, the recipient has demonstrated both respect and concern for all members of the school community. Above all, the winner has served as an outstanding representative of the school, an incredible young man, a true leader for our school, and in many ways, the heartbeat of the senior class. Figured it out yet? This CDS student would never ask to be recognized, but this altogether uncommon depth of intellect, character, and humanity is deserving of acknowledgement. In the classroom, he has shown a depth of intellect by achieving a 4.0 unweighted GPA while taking a demanding course load that has included both AP and honors courses. Teachers delight in the opportunity to teach him thanks to his inquisitive nature and intrinsic motivation, both of which grow out of his need to understand deeply. Our Trustee Prize winner is not content with surface level explanations or mastery of material, but would rather take a concept, examine it from all sides, and draw conclusions that move his learning and the learning of others to new places. As one of his AP teachers said, he is an intellectual role model to his peers, a standing he would never acknowledge out of humility, one he successfully fulfills just by being himself. This student also has a depth of character as evidenced by his leadership roles in the You Belong Student Advisory Board, the Social Justice Club, and his peer-elected position as a member of our Honor Council. He is a trusted ally to students and faculty members alike, as we all recognize his strong moral compass and that combines with his empathetic spirit to create a person who knows right from wrong, but never judges those who may have fallen short. He has earned an incredible level of trust from the adults in this community. Finally, our prize recipient, William Gay, possesses a genuine depth of humanity. He cares so deeply and legitimately about every other living thing in the world, constantly finding ways to put this care into action. Throughout his high school career, William has devoted his entire summer to volunteering as a counselor for Horizons at Carolina Day School, an award-winning enrichment program committed to expanding opportunities for underserved children. To see William in this setting, teaching children to read, to swim, and in many ways just how to be is a joy. However, an even greater testament to him is the way these children respond to William. They can sense the humanity that lives inside of him, and they know they are safe in his presence. As he moves on to UNC Asheville in the fall, you have no doubt that William will continue to earnestly and honestly make a meaningful difference in the world. I'd like to call William Gay to the podium to receive this award. There you go.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Congratulations. Yeah.
Thank you.
Get a picture taken now. Come here. Really?
Oh, picture, yes. Please take it.
Good morning, everyone, especially our graduates, the class of 2022. Today marks the culmination of an important phase of your education and a huge milestone for you and your families. I am honored, humbled, and happy to reflect and rejoice with you today. As a math teacher, I'd like to sum this up in the context of a function, one that Carolina Day School has framed for you to experience inputs, outputs, and most importantly, all that took place in between. Let's take a minute to think about the inputs. Some are quantifiable, others not. Some required, others you chose. You competed with your advisory at Rockmont, faced weekly vocabulary lists, wrote FRQs and DBQs, listened in morning meetings, navigated Zoom, collected data, dissected a cow heart, solved equations, graphed functions, pressed enter on Khan Academy and Delta Math, solved equations, used a pottery wheel, and took photographs. You interpreted newfangled words while reading the Odyssey and learning a new language. You went to sports practices, learned punches and kicks in Taekwondo, rehearsed performances, and volunteered. This year, you completed your college applications, gave a bell talk, signed in and out, and likely took an AP exam. These are all memorable inputs of which you should be proud. As we consider outputs, let's start with the most observable. You earned scores on assignments and grades in courses. You won, placed, or finished a race, game, or debate. You received reviews of theater productions and admiration of your artwork. You made sense of a data set. You got those fun little fireworks from Khan Academy or the big green check marks from Delta Math. You broke boards and earned a higher rank. Today at graduation, you might think of your range as your grade point average, honors you earned, the college or university you will attend, scholarships you received, or perhaps the adventures planned during a gap year. Some of these inputs and outputs have already shaped the adult you will become. Let's back up a little bit and take a closer look at the connection between your domain and range. While sometimes we want life to be linear, fortunately, most of the time, it's not. Between the things you were required or chose to do and where you are today, a lot happened. Over some intervals, your trajectory changed at a constant rate, moving in a positive direction. In others, you might have experienced a downward trend, perhaps even a little bit of exponential decay. Or maybe there were times when no matter how you varied your inputs, the outputs didn't even budge. To keep moving forward, you engaged, used your resources, built relationships, and you learned. When you joined the Carolina Day community, engagement was essentially thrust upon you. Every day, you were greeted, before even entering the front door, by the committee, Mr. Cogburn, Ms. Moses, Ms. Montgomery, and a few other early morning chatters. You were nearly forced to respond, sometimes with a cheery smile, and sometimes with a typical teenage mumble. Early in our first year here, I remember watching Sue Ellen Sims approach a student upstairs in the hallway, sit down on the floor, and begin discussing an assignment. I thought to myself, am I expected to do that? Not necessarily. I had my own way of expecting your engagement. Making your way towards graduation, you sought out and learned how to use many resources. You took advantage of time with your teachers during class, tutorial, free blocks and rehearsals, out on bird walks, in the math lab. You read books, emails, and texts. You searched the internet and listened to speakers. During COVID, you learned how to use a whole new gaggle of resources to keep connected and moving forward. You reached out to advisors, coaches, and administrators for guidance and support. You checked my CDS to see what assignments were due and when. Now take a minute and look around. Some of your most valuable resources at school are your peers, your fellow graduates. Some of my most heartwarming memories are those when I saw you engaging with and supporting each other. You helped one another learn academically, navigate friendships, work towards athletic goals, and advocate for what's right. This happened all over campus and all the time. Some of you frequently lounged with your friends in the student center, looking down at your phones or carrying on conversations. Others worked and studied in the library, occasionally taking short breaks to play Wordle. Your relationships were vibrant, dynamic, and palpable. Fortunately, these relationships often extended to us, your teachers. Remember when you were freshmen? You might have been a little hesitant to reach out to a teacher, ask for help, seek feedback. As I reflect on my relationships, many of them began when a student experienced a deviation from their expected path, a blip, a temporary bump in the road, an outlier. Buoyed by your peers, nudged by your teachers, or motivated by your desire to understand, you took that first step and reached out. You emailed teachers to arrange early morning tutorial sessions. You moved class discussions out into the hallway. During remote learning, you showed up to advisory and had a bit of fun playing online games. This year, some relationships have gone beyond academics to Wordle groups, evaluating wardrobe choices and color combinations, and even to 360 videos at prom. Relationships with you are essential and most often the best part of being a teacher. At this juncture, I encourage you to reflect on how you engaged with content and people and how you built relationships and contributed to our community. As you graduate, be confident in all you learned here at Carolina Day School. Now project your CDS experience and shift it ahead a few short months, a little to the right on the x-axis. You will enter the next exciting phase of your life, probably on that college campus, new to you. As you make this transition, you have an opportunity to reflect, reset, and resume. Look forward to new and abundant inputs, courses, majors, professors, coaches, roommates, and friends. As you navigate these opportunities, my hope is that you will apply transformations to your domain and ultimately shape your outputs. Make deliberate decisions about your inputs, the things you choose to do. Be aware that just like high school, the path between your freshman year and graduation might not be linear. Deviations often bring about unexpected opportunity. If this happens to you, remember what you did here. You engaged, you used resources, you built relationships, and you learned. Do it again. For years as a teacher, I've been using these random calling sticks. Some might think I use them to catch students off guard, to bring them back into the fold when they've wandered off. Actually, I use them because I know everybody is capable of making valuable contributions. As we rejoice in your graduation and you look forward to your next adventures, I challenge you. Choose your own calling stick over and over again. Expect a lot of yourself and contribute to your community. Think, use your resources, build relationships, make wise decisions, and work hard to make a meaningful difference in the world. Your cup is full.
Thank you all for being here today. I don't know if y'all feel this way, but to be honest, I feel this whole situation is kind of surreal. Just standing here wearing whatever this is and talking to a gym full of people, about a quarter of whom I know at best. Anyway, I'm going to keep this short because these things are heat magnets. I want to start off this speech by thanking the faculty that got us through high school. It's kind of hard to understand this as a student, but the people here are genuinely exceptional, especially Dr. Williams, Mrs. Moses, Mr. Cogburn, Mrs. Whitney, and the maintenance staff who've just worked their butts off to throw this graduation together today. I'd also like to thank my friends. You guys are lovely human beings, and I appreciate you supporting me even when I'm at my worst. I will never forget about the crouton incident, though. Some things can never be forgiven. As for my family, you guys mean the world and a half to me. But who really deserves the spotlight today is the class of 2022. Seniors, we're pretty awesome. I think that's safe to say at this point. Not only have we made it through high school, which is worthy of celebration on its own, but we've also weathered chaos and administrative changes and a whole freaking pandemic. Through our shared experiences, we've bonded and we've grown into a bona fide community, something infinitely bigger than the sum of its parts. And even though I'm not usually like a super social guy, you guys have become some of the bravest, strongest, smartest, funniest, weirdest people that I know. Even the people with whom I've barely interacted have gripped my heart in ways that they could never know and I could never properly express. I won't forget it. I wanted to throw in some kind of anecdote or something to really say goodbye, Carolina Day, but that's a losing battle. Because no matter how many words get strung together, there's no way to do justice to the highs, lows, and the bittersweet in-betweens of high school. Nor was I able to come up with any worthwhile advice. Do good, be kind, make the most of your life, be yourself, whatever. You're adults, do what you want. Instead, seniors, what I have for you is a request. One thing that I want to ask all of you before we all part ways. All I want to ask is, please, don't give up. Wherever you go, whatever corner of reality you end up in, don't resign to lives of unhappiness. Don't let yourself be bullied into silence. Don't sit idly by while your friends and neighbors suffer. I have seen so many adults buckle under stress and discontent and get crushed by the very world that they occupy. We must not follow in their footsteps. And we don't have to, because the class of 2022 is powerful. We're young, we're strong, and it would make me sick to see the sheer determination and spirit of our class burn out. The real world is deeply flawed, of that there can be no doubt. But it is our prerogative, ours, right here, to start moving the needle forward and to use our muscles and our minds and our hearts to make it better and to make it ours. So struggle on, seniors. Stay vibrant. Stay hungry. Inch by inch, scrape your way through the hopelessness and apathy of life and carve out your place in this world, because you deserve it. Thank you all so much for being my classmates, and good luck.
Mr. Henry, that was outstanding. We have no more speeches. It is the moment we've been waiting for. Let's confer some degrees.
Caroline Stevens Ambrose.
I would like to take this moment to thank my family for dedicating their time and energy into my education and growth, and to the Key School for always teaching me how to persevere when problems seem impossible to overcome, to the faculty of CDS for always being willing to lend a helping hand, to my classmates for their empathy and kindness. Thank you, Carolina Day School, for taking me this far and helping me open my doors to the future.
Jane Emerson Andry.
Thank you to my parents and the people who have stuck with me through the thick and thin. These are the days of our lives. It's been a wonderful 4 years, and these next 4 years will be just as wild and crazy. Congratulations to the class of 2022, and go Dukes.
Mia Jean Armieri.
In my adolescence, I have struggled with inevitable life challenges and mental health. Difficult emotions evolved into self-destructive behaviors, and mental health became suffocating. There was a time I didn't value my existence, and during that time, there were people who saved my life. So to the people who saved my life, when I wasn't able to save myself, thank you. To my parents who never once doubted my strength, to my sister who always welcomed me with open arms, to my brother who never failed to make me smile, to Lucy Prisk, who was with me since day one, to Emma Walker, who was with me every day of recovery, to everyone I've met along the way, thank you. Because I would not be alive today, graduating, without each and every one of you.
Isaac Solomon Baraki.
My time at Carolina Day has been filled with ups and downs, but I wouldn't be the person I am today without it. As a freshman, the thought of graduating was always present in my head, and 4 years later, I've realized how hard it is for me to come to terms with it. Back then, I couldn't wait until the day I graduated, but as I stand here today, I look back at my high school journey. I'm grateful to all of my teachers for preparing me for the next step beyond high school, and for always providing me with support I've needed, both inside and outside the classroom. To my friends, thank you for being there for me and always looking out for me. I can't express my gratitude to the entire community in the way I want to, but my time at Carolina Day has left a lasting impact on me that I'll remember for years to come.
Isabel Marie Gross Blackford.
I must start with a thank you to my friends, my teachers, and more than anything, my family. The people in my life have taught me great things. My sisters taught me how to argue, then hug it out. My friends have showed me how to apologize. My teachers taught me how to ask for help. My family is the reason I know what courage really is, and most importantly, my parents have shown me what great and unconditional love is, and that I am worthy of it. I can say with great confidence that I am proud of myself and my high school accomplishments, and that I am ready for what lies ahead. I'm not sure what the future will look like, but for now, all I will say is that if nothing else goes right in life, then move to a ski town and don't look back. Eric Roth said it best with, "I hope you see things that startle you. I hope you feel things you've never felt before. I hope you meet people with a different point of view. I hope you live a life you are proud of, and if you find that you are not, I hope you find the strength to start all over again." Thank you, class of 2022, for being my peers, my mentors, and my friends.
Samantha Ann Calloway.
I just wanted to take a second to thank Carolina Day School for the opportunities it's given me. When I first came here, I was reading at a second grade level in 5th grade, and within that year I was caught up, and I really wouldn't be the person I am today if it weren't for the opportunities that this school provided me with. And I also really just wanted to thank my parents for giving me the opportunity to come to this school. They moved me from Texas when the education system there was failing me, and I just would not be here without them. Thank you so much.
Connor Reese Clay.
The welcoming community of CDS is something that I will never forget and that I will always be grateful for. When I first arrived here, I instantly made unforgettable friendships that I knew would last a lifetime. I want to thank my parents for all that you guys do for me and for sending me to CDS because I would have it no other way. I want to thank each and every one of my friends. You all gave me an unforgettable high school experience, and not everyone can say that. I would also like to thank all of the staff that has taught and educated me because all of you have given me life lessons and advice that I will never forget. As I leave Carolina Day, I will always remember and be grateful for the good memories and experiences it provided for me.
Ethan Dean Colias.
I want to say thank you to my yaya, my parents, family, friends, all my coaches and teachers at Carolina Day. Those are the main people who've shaped me to be who I am today. I believe my adventure through time has taken a most serious turn. I'm looking forward to the future and feeling grateful for the past. Thank you.
Sarah Grace Dalton.
Thank you to everyone who made the past 4 years pass by so very quickly. From family to teachers to coaches to friends, you've all made such an impact on me, and I'm grateful for your patience and support. Thank you to my mom for teaching me to search for beauty in the mundane and appreciate each day no matter what. I really couldn't have made it through high school without that mindset. Congratulations, class of 2022. I can't wait to see where we all go next.
Jason Aiden Cameron Davis.
I want to first start off by thanking my family and my friends who I don't think I would be here without them. My parents, without their support, I would have not graduated. My brother, thank you for always being there. My friends, you've always been a big help for the past 4 years. Secondly, I would like to thank the teachers at CDS. Without them, I would not be the person I am today, especially Ms. Griffin. Without your help, I would still be that BC student I was sophomore year. Thank you, you've been a great help for the past 3 years of my life. Finally, Mr. Crimmins, you've been a great advisor, and I'm happy to be been your advisor for the past 4 years. Thank you.
Nicholas Owen Fletcher Davis.
It's been a tremendous 4 years, and I would like to thank every one of my classmates, every one of my teachers, and every member of my family for providing support during these long, hard 4 years. And I wouldn't be anywhere without any of you, so thank you.
Roan Angel Dunn.
As the realization that high school has really ended has started sinking on me, while I'm excited for what the future holds, I would also like to take the time to thank some of the people that got me to where I am. I would like to thank my parents for always supporting me throughout high school, my grandparents for always being there for me, Coach Smith for being a great baseball coach along with the rest of my teammates, and lastly, my great friends who I would not have made it here without, and I have a lifetime of memories I've made with them, and I'm very happy to walk the stage with them today, and look forward to our final summer together before going separate ways in August. And lastly, I'd like to leave everyone with a quote from Jason Davis. It's important to go through the mud and come out a new man. Thank you.
William Thomas Gay.
When I first got my CDS email address in 3rd grade, I thought 2022 would never come. However, here I am, graduating from this amazing school. I want to thank all the amazing teachers who made the CDS community curious and open. And I also want to thank all my friends who have made me laugh, love, smile, dance, sing in the car, make math puns, plunge in pools, take beautiful nature walks, whatever you can think of every year I've been here. I also want to thank my grandparents, Minnie and Tommy, for making it possible for me to attend CDS all these years. And finally, I want to thank my mom, dad, and sister Rachel for always supporting me. I look forward to holding these experiences close to my heart as I go into my next 4 years at UNCA.
Grayson Mosley Henry.
I owe so much of what I am to everyone here. Thank you, faculty, for your attention and your patience. Every single one of you has helped me improve my skills and discover who I am. Thank you, advisory, for brightening up my worst days. Thank you, friends and classmates who accepted and challenged me. And thank you, Mom, Dad, Wyatt, and Silas for the love you gave, even when I'm at my worst. Thank you, everybody, for treating me with kindness and respect. I can't describe how much it means to me.
Aaron Hollis Hovenden.
I want to start with a thank you to the CDS community because this school has been my second home for the past 14 years. I'm so grateful for my friends, my teammates, and my coaches, especially Rainey, Driscoll, and AB. Thank you for helping me make it to college athletics. Thank you to my lovely advisors, Miss Pyatt and Miss Russell, and to Caroline, my eternal advisee, for all of your genuine support over the years. Shout out to my brother Connor, you're my role model and I love you. To my parents, thanks for the years of driving me back and forth from Hendersonville. I love you, and I quite literally could not have done this without you. And lastly, to the class of 2022, I'm so glad I got to know all of you. Congrats, everyone.
Rowan Elizabeth Howell.
To some, staying in one place for 14 years may sound restricting and a little suffocating. For me, spending most of my life at Carolina Day School has been the biggest blessing. I have learned so much about myself and have been guided by the understanding and generosity of everyone in this community. I am so grateful for all of the teachers here, whether you taught me or not, because you are some of the most caring, compassionate, patient, and resilient people I know. And without your constant encouragement and genuine passion for helping others, I would not be the person I am today. Most of all, I want to thank my loving family who has always been there supporting and encouraging me through the good, the bad, and everything in between. I cannot tell you how much you all mean to me. For years, I was terrified of graduating. I didn't know what I wanted to do or who I wanted to be or how I would ever feel ready to move on to the next stage of my life. Today, I can honestly say I feel ready and prepared for whatever my future holds, and this is entirely due to the education I've received, the environment I've grown up in, the teachers I've learned from, and all of the experience I've had here at Carolina Day.
Samuel Candler Jenkins.
I wanted to first and foremost to thank my family. You guys have been there for me on multiple occasions and have shown up at every possible opportunity. I wouldn't be here without you, so thank you. I also wanted to thank the teachers of CDS. Your dedication to teaching is something to behold. I mean, I am living proof of that. My short attention span is a horrid journey to get through, but you did it, and I thank you for getting me this far. During my time at CDS, I've learned so much about me and the world around me. I've learned I love talking to people, and I might even be a little extroverted. Don't compare me to my sister. I've learned I love creative writing, and I've learned I hate sitting still. But I wouldn't have gained these experiences and turned into the person I am today without CDS, so thank you. And finally, to my friends. You guys have put up with me, and we are now moving on to the next step of college. But I know we are ready for it, and I know we will treasure the memories we've made along the way. Thank you, CDS and class of 2022.
Charles Kanoy Khalil.
To start, I'd like to thank every teacher and coach I had throughout high school. You all were the ones that made coming to class so special. To my family, I'd like to thank you all for your support and for helping me edit numerous papers the night before they were due. It may sound funny to say, but I've enjoyed having my parents and siblings so close to me during school. I'm also very thankful to all my friends. I never would have enjoyed high school so much if it weren't for you guys. I'll cherish the memories, good and bad, that we made, because even the worst parts of it are at least kind of funny in hindsight.
Ryan Risher Khalil.
And secondly, my time at CDS has come to an end. It has been a fantastic 6 years, and I'm thankful to have made many lifelong friends and memories. I'd like to thank my parents for providing me with this education. Thank you to Murphy, Kanoy, and Keith for being my support system and best friends. And thank you to my friends. You will all do amazing things on whatever path you choose. Congratulations, class of 2022. Go Seahawks.
Faith Elizabeth Kelly.
I feel so incredibly blessed to have received such an incredible education at Carolina Day School. I can genuinely say that without the support of my teachers and friends, I would not be here today. I'd like to start off by thanking my amazing advisor, music teacher, and vocal coach, Ms. McConnell. I love you so much, and I'm so grateful to have you in my life. Now I would like to thank my dad and stepdad. I love you both so much and would not be here without you guys. And lastly, thank you to my incredible mom. I love you to the moon and back, and I appreciate you so very much. And to the class of 2022, I wish you all the best and have a great summer.
Caroline Brett Kuhn.
To be frank, I have dreaded graduation more than I have looked forward to it. Anytime I considered moving past grade school and into the vastness of what lies beyond, I would be filled with a sense of rising trepidation. I'm sure some of you have felt similarly, but what exactly are we afraid of? We have spent the last 14 years of our lives learning the skills we need to adapt, explore, and excel. It is true that we have endured unprecedented challenges and setbacks, but that hasn't stopped us from advancing and celebrating our achievements too. Our next steps forward are big ones, but I believe that we have the tenacity to succeed, to pick ourselves up when we stumble, and to enjoy ourselves along the way. To paraphrase a favorite author, if our lives are going to mean anything, we have to live them ourselves. Thank you enormously to all those who have supported us along the way, and congratulations to my fellow class of 2022 graduates.
Kian Alexander Lawler.
As an 8th grader, I would have never imagined leaving ACA and coming to Carolina Day. But now, at graduation, I can't imagine leaving CDS. 4 full years of my life have been spent here, learning. And now, I'll have to start over again, somewhere else. However, I am no longer afraid to go out on my own, as I was as an 8th grader, because of the community of students, teachers, and faculty that have helped me grow academically as a student, but more so as a person. I want to specifically thank the teachers who pour their time and life into the students and actually care about our well-being and growth. I want to thank my parents for sending me here and supporting me throughout the ups and downs of high school and life. I don't know where I might go in the future, but I do know the skills, lessons, and relationships that I've taken from my time at Carolina Day will be enough to succeed.
Finnegan Thomas McCartney.
I'd like to thank both my moms, my school mom, Miss Griffin, for helping me out for the past 3 years, my real mom, my dad, my sibling Lotus, Dr. Hill for teaching most of my classes this year, Mr. Crimmins for being my advisor for 4 years. Yeah, congrats, class of 2022.
Lauren Taylor Monday.
I can't believe this day has finally come. Since the third grade, I have always wondered what it would be like to walk up on stage and receive my diploma and graduate. But now here we are. Though there is not enough time to explain all the memories and thank everyone, I want to specifically thank my mom and dad for always supporting and believing in me. While Carolina Day was my support system at school, my parents have been a constant source of encouragement and had my back through every mistake and accomplishment. Thank you to all my friends. Y'all are my family away from family and my greatest source of joy. And I expect all of you to visit me in college. Thank you, Carolina Day, for the best 10 years, and Roll Tide.
Noah Martin Mraz.
I know what you are all thinking. And yes, my parents are good looking too. I never thought I was going to get into Carolina Day, but here we are. I thought I was going to go to Enka High School, Enka Jets. But to say the least, I think I'd be a very different person. Carolina Day has been a place where I could thrive and be humbled. Maybe I need a little more than that. A place where opportunities are abundant, and all I needed to bring was my curiosity. And just like I've signed for the last 4 years, to treat others and individuals, personal property, physical spaces with care and respect, be honest, honorable at all times with my words and actions, practice integrity in my relationships and academic work, and, well, I like the first grade version a little more. To take care of myself, take care of others, and take care of our school. What I've learned at Carolina Day will be with me for the rest of my life. And for that, I'm forever grateful.
Davis Samuel Oldenburg.
Thank you to all the teachers I've had for the past 4 years. I can now say I've successfully passed all of you guys' classes, but the path was no easy accomplishment. To my parents, my brother, and my sister, thank you for the love and support. It's wonderful to have 4 grandparents that are very supportive. It's also wonderful that they were all able to make it out here today. To my coaches, thank you for helping me become a better golfer. And for the class of 2022, congratulations. I can't believe how fast these 4 years have gone by, but y'all have made it the best I could have imagined, and I will miss all of y'all.
Lola Marie Peacock.
I clearly remember being a freshman, walking the halls as all of the seniors towered over me, wondering what it was like to be one of them. 4 years flew by, and here I am, preparing to leave Carolina Day and enter the world as an adult. Fortunately, I leave Carolina Day feeling confident with the skills I've gained over the past 4 years. I'm thankful for everyone who shaped my experiences at Carolina Day School. Thank you to all of my classmates and to the teachers who treated me as an equal. Thank you to my advisor, Miss White, my mom at school. To every friend I made over the years, and to the class of 2022, you have all impressed me more than you know, and I am in awe of you. Lastly, thank you to my parents who made the sacrifices that allowed me to attend this school and for their endless support throughout the years. The Carolina Day School community is a unique one, and I wouldn't trade my experience for anything.
Megan Clancy Penny.
Going into the 6th grade, coming straight out of homeschool, there was nothing I wanted less than to attend Carolina Day School. Now, I am happy to say that coming to CDS was by far the best decision I have ever made, or my parents have ever made for me. Carolina Day School has constantly supported me through all my crazy endeavors, pushing me to be the best version of myself throughout my time here and beyond. I want to say a huge thank you to my parents. Thank you for instilling in me the strength to reach for my dreams and that no dream is too big. Thank you for your countless sacrifices y'all have made on behalf of your kids and for teaching us that nothing is more important than your education. And to my sisters, y'all are my best friends and my greatest role models I look up to every day. Thank you, Carolina Day School, for the best 7 years of my life.
Samantha Llewellyn Penny.
There's no lie in saying that Carolina Day has forever changed the course of my life, not only through the outstanding academics and resources that I've had access to the past 7 years, but also the people that have become a part of my life here and have impacted me both as a student and a human being forever. Thank you to the amazing CDS faculty who have guided me through my time at the upper school and have never failed to drop anything to help me succeed. Thank you to my amazing friends who never fail to cheer me up with their antics. I know without a doubt I can always count on y'all, and thank you for making the past 4 years ones that I will never forget. Thank you to my parents for all the sacrifices y'all make for us and for the constant encouragement that I can do anything I set my mind to. And lastly, thank you to my sisters. I know I am capable of anything with y'all by my side. I am beyond grateful to the Carolina Day community for sparking the growth in me I never thought was possible as an incoming 9th grader. And for the last time, go Wildcats.
Zachary Lubin Phillip.
In just a few hours, a new chapter begins for each of us. The story we have already written is officially complete, but its bittersweet taste means we will always remember our experiences. And while we're unsure of what is to come, I know our years together at Carolina Day will serve us well in the future. Class of 2022, congratulations. See you on the other side.
Leah Louise Pomerer.
While my time here at Carolina Day is coming to an end, I want to highlight everyone that has supported me in the 6.5 years at Carolina Day and made my education even better. To all of my teachers that have been kind and supportive, thank you for making Carolina Day an amazing place. You have shaped me to become the woman that I am today, and I no longer feel nervous about starting a new chapter in my life. To my family, thank you for filling my life with gratitude and laughter. I will appreciate you even while I'm gone. And finally, to my friends, I will miss you so much, but I know that you will be successful wherever you go.
Nicholas Langdon Ramming.
I want to start off by thanking my mom and dad for supporting me through 8 years of Carolina Day. I also want to thank my brothers for teaching me what not to say to mom to make her mad. I want to thank my friends that I've had since 5th grade and the ones I've met along the way. And my final thanks goes out to my teachers who had to deal with me.
Emma Liu Reese.
It's weird to think that I'm graduating because it's always been a distant thought, but here we are. I just want to take this time to thank everyone that helped me get to where I am. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for giving me my education and being a supporter no matter what. Thank you, Hannah, for being a constant source of encouragement and being my #1 fan. Thank you, Ms. Russell, for being a teacher, a friend, and an advisor for the last 4 years. I honestly don't think I would have had the same experience here without you. Thank you to my teachers who give themselves to us and genuinely want us to succeed. Thank you to my friends who can always make me laugh and I've made my favorite memories with. Finally, I just want to say congrats to everyone we made it.
Eleanor Jane Roberts.
I didn't get a big send-off like this when I left my old school. I left in the middle of a pandemic, and one of my biggest regrets was that I didn't get to say thank you to any of my teachers. So as I stand here, about to leave a school all over again, I want to give appreciation to the teachers of Carolina Day School. You have helped us all to learn and grow into students who are apparently worthy of receiving a fancy piece of paper, which is quite the achievement if you ask me. I simply cannot thank you enough for all that you have done for me and my classmates. I can only hope that one day soon, the world will pay back its enormous debt to its teachers. My grandfather, who is an English teacher, has a painting on his wall that says, "Teachers affect eternity. We never know where their influence stops." Thank you, Carolina Day teachers, for influencing eternity and for teaching us and all the students who will follow.
Catherine Elizabeth Rudens.
I am so grateful for my 4 years at CDS. As a young freshman, I never would have guessed the memories I would make, the strong relationships I would form, or how I would grow as a Wildcat. Thank you to all of the incredible CDS teachers, staff, administrators, and coaches. You truly are the best. Thank you for empowering me to pursue my dreams, teaching me to think critically, and caring so deeply. Thank you especially to my advisor, Mrs. Russell. You are an inspiration. I can't imagine high school without you. Thank you for the fond memories of you and the blue poncho, the math apron, rounds of golf, the math competitions, and the list goes on. Thank you for all of your support with my endeavors. Thank you to my mom and dad for all of your support and love. You inspire me to work hard, challenge myself, and treat others with kindness. Thank you to my brother Alex for being my best friend, running buddy, math helper, and partner in adventure. Thank you to all of my amazing friends for the laughs and memories. You have encouraged me to be my best self. The lunchtime spikeball games will not be forgotten. Most importantly, I thank God for all of my blessings and know He has great plans for me. Although it is hard for me to say goodbye, I am grateful I am forever part of this amazing Wildcat family. Best wishes to each of my fellow 2022 graduates on all of your future endeavors. Love you all. Thank you.
Nicholas Hardy Schusler.
When I stepped onto this campus 14 years ago, I was unaware of the hands-on and engaging education I would receive. But when I look back, it is not the flashcards and essays that I think of, but the people that have made my time here so meaningful. I want to thank my teachers and coaches for pushing me to do this just that little bit extra. I want to thank my friends for accepting me as I am and helping me become the person I want to be. And finally, I want to thank my parents for always having my back and providing me this amazing opportunity.
Violet Vienna Smith-Martin.
As I inevitably wait the sad but exciting day I leave for college, I've been reminiscing on all the positives from this past year and how my family has been at the center of it all. Dad. While many of us say we look exactly alike except for one of us having hair, I see you in myself. While from the passions of playing guitar to the passions of playing music in large groups of people, I see myself in you every day. While I know I can be a pain, you always push me to be my best and to strive high. You would rather me aim high and not hit than aim low and hit. Mom, you've become my best friend these past couple of years. From long drives after soccer games, listening to me vent after every single mistake I've made on the field, to late night karaoke sessions, reciting every single word to every single Disney song created, especially Mother Knows Best from Tangled, you've become my best friend, and I love you. I can't wait to bring you back to college or wherever I end up going and bringing you for lots of fun. To Heron, do not forget me. I know you'll miss me at one point, and do not take my room. I will come back. To Grandma and Grandpa, learning how to ride Bobo at the age of 3 will always be a special memory, along with learning how to drive stick shift on the Jeep. Your blueberry pancakes will always rival mine. And to Grams and Gramps, I love you more than all the tassels of strings on all the graduation caps. And I'll close this with an old Montessori saying, thank you for our food, thank you for our friends, and I hope this happiness never ends.
Waker Nathaniel Spence. Howdy, baby.
First, I just want to congratulate the class of 2022 for making it through high school and just persevering through it. Next, I want to thank my brother and all the guidance that you've given me and the help that you've given me throughout my high school career and just helping me with whatever it may be. It's really meant a lot. And then also, thank you to my parents. Y'all have meant so much to me, done so much for me and support me. And I just can't thank y'all enough. And then also, thank you to my friends. Without y'all, I don't know where I'd be. Y'all provide so much support for me. And I look forward to seeing where everyone's gonna go next. Thank you.
Lily Ruth Steinhilber.
Well, seniors, we did it. We all accomplished one of the first major milestones. Despite coming into Carolina Day as a junior, during the pandemic, my teachers and classmates welcomed me with open arms and left me with relationships that I will cherish forever. Thank you. Thank you to all of my coaches for their guidance and always pushing me to be better. Thank you to my parents and my sister for their unconditional love and support, sometimes from an ocean away. Congratulations, class of 2022. I wish you all the best. What may feel like the end is just the beginning.
Walker Riley Thies.
After 14 years at CDS, it's safe to say I could never imagine this day would come. It's all because of the amazing Carolina Day community and my friends and family. Thank you to my siblings, Mackenzie, Reed, and Patrick. We only had 1 year together in high school, but I enjoyed every minute being with you guys. I'll never forget when we all would drive to school together. That short car ride would either be filled with fun and jamming out to music or absolute torture because we're all grumpy. Along with that, thank you to Patrick for teaching me to never put a quarter in an outlet or a phone in the microwave. You really took a bullet for me there. Thank you to Miss Griffin. You've made high school a lot better, and you've helped me through a lot. I can't thank you enough for your patience and time spent towards me. I'll forever be grateful for what you have done for me. And you are a big part of the reason I am who I am today. Thank you to all my friends. You guys are the greatest. I'll never forget you guys. Lastly, Mom and Dad, you are the most supportive parents I could ever ask for, and I can't thank you all enough for everything you do for me. You guys would do anything for me, and I love you all so much. I know I'm a handful a lot of times, but I'll make you guys proud. You guys are truly the greatest. I'm thankful for my time at Carolina Day School, and it's the reason I am who I am today. Go Spartans.
Dana Ray Tipton.
I've truly had an amazing 4 years here at Carolina Day School. I thank the teachers who've helped me through so many challenges and been there every step of the way. Not only are they helpful, but fun to be around too. Like Dr. Hill joining our game of spikeball and Miss Russell running up and down the ultimate frisbee field with her bright blue poncho. I also thank Miss Kolath for dealing with the excessive amount of time I've spent in the Potter room over the years. A quick thanks to everyone who offers food when I forget my lunch. Nothing makes me happier than an unexpected half of a burrito bowl. I love all my friends, and I love my dad too. Thank you for all the help and support. You're the ones who've really helped me grow into the person I am today. College may sound exciting, but I'm going to miss it here.
Caroline Curvin Wood.
First, I would like to thank all of the teachers and faculty I have had during the last 14 years. Thank you for all of your guidance and support. Thank you to all of the coaches I've had. I cherish you all and going to miss playing with every single one of you, especially you, Mom. To my amazing advisor, the one and only Miss Russell, thank you for our countless chats throughout the school day and for all of your love and support. To my parents, you have been the rock in my life, and I love you both so dearly. And Dad, there is always grad school for one of us to be a Gamecock. To Elizabeth, I love you, and you're the best role model anyone could ask for. To Alice, I love you, and I can't wait to be with you at Wake Forest next fall. Lastly, congratulations to the class of 2022. I wish everyone the very best, and it was amazing making so many meaningful memories with you all. Go Deeks.
Jackson Thomas Zay.
You cannot teach people anything. You can only help them to discover it within themselves. These words, spoken more than 5 centuries ago, still echo true to my Carolina Day experience. I can't help but think, as our days here come to an end, that this school and the people in it have helped me to discover my life's calling. I want to thank my peers who have supported me through my time here, my teachers who have instilled in me a love of learning and academic dedication, and my coaches who have taught me to work harder and be competitive. I'd also like to thank my parents for the sacrifices that they've went through to allow me to attend this school. And I'd also personally like to thank my advisor, Mr. Lemon. He has been a wonderful mentor and has taught me how to be the type of person I'd like to become. I can't wait to continue my journey next year at Furman University, but I will always have a special place in my heart for this campus. Thank you.
Carolina Day School friends, I introduce you to the 2022 graduating seniors.